It's actually a little bit more colder today. Usually I might take this way today. I don't ever take this way, so I'll try a new path today. I'll see where it takes me, but it's kind of cold. Maybe I'm gonna put on my sleeves. I don't ever pull up my sleeves. If you see me in every single video, I'll have my sleeves up, but it's getting more colder now. It's early in the morning, so yeah, it's getting that time around. So everything's yeah, really. Right now, it's just woke up in the morning. I'm fixing my sleep schedule. I woke up to like 6:35, which it's decent. It's good, Still trying to get up a little bit more earlier, trying to really get early in the day, so I can fully, the thing is, when you wake up at 9 o'clock, some days, you stay up at 2 o'clock in the morning, some days you stay up at, 4 o'clock in the morning, stuff like that. But if you wake up every single day at a set time, for example, 6 a.m. or something like that, you're going to always, focus on your sleep. And it's not just you waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, that's the discipline. It's you going to sleep on time, that's the discipline. And if you don't sleep on time, you pay the consequences, you know what I'm saying? If you don't, I'm just seeing, this is a different, what path am I taking right now? Because I don't really know where I'm going. This is a totally different path right now. I've never taken this path before, but yeah, that's the thing. I used to wake up last year, in the whole summertime, I was only able to lift in the morning. It was either you're gonna lift in the morning or you're not gonna be able to lift. So every single day I used to wake up in the morning, but I used to do a ton of other stuff I talked about in my other video of my summer before college. And I used to go early in the morning. I used to lift. Then afterwards I used to run. Right after I'd run, and then right after that I would do some mat work. I would do some stance in motion, keep on going with the hardest possible. Do some bottom work, some escape, stuff like that. And then as well, go outside and swim outside for an hour, straight of me swimming back and forth. Maybe I take maybe 20 minutes and 30 minutes and I'll maybe take a little break. But I was always out there for an hour, getting my sunlight in and everything like that, and meditating outside afterwards. And that's something as well that I was thinking about this morning. I was looking at it last night, and it's for the average person, they see meditation as sort of a girly thing, things that girls do. Which there's two type of people that really meditate that I really notice, the high value, the successful people, and then just the we call it, and then the other people who say meditation's corny and stuff like that. They're not usually in the best spot per se. And this is the thing that you'll notice a lot after high school, because in high school, status in high school and after high school is two completely different things. Maybe some of my audience that watches this in the future might be in high school, that watching to see how the college process and everything like that, how the daily things going and everything like that, how every single day is for a college athlete, because it's very beneficial to have this. I've never seen anybody showing their actual real thoughts, so I decided to do that. But the thing is that in high school, it's about your sports achievements. It's about how popular you are, how much how your looks, how you can talk, stuff like that, really. But outside, it's all about money, money and how other people view you. That's all that matters. All that matters, how much followers you have, stuff like that. And none of that stuff really matters, for me right now on my main account, I have 3.3k followers, which is a decent number for an athlete, college athlete. But and I have I'm only following 2k people, so it's a decent following ratio. But and they're active. They're not just some random people. Usually, if I post a story, I'll maybe get 1,000 views, 1,200, 600, at least 600. No, never really the average below that. I one time got 300 views, 240 views on a story, but I was just posting a meme picture. But still, I was just posting off another account. But yeah, it's a little weird having that post not really do well. I mean, I posted at a random time. I posted at 5 o'clock, I think it was. So it wasn't usually a post at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock is the best time to post. But yeah, all that stuff really doesn't matter, because I don't even talk to 3 people anymore. So you know, I have like maybe 900 people seeing it, like at least 300, 400 people that I actually know see it. But do I even talk to any of these people? No, I don't. So I'm like, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sure looks nice for a second or two, but like, I don't talk to any of these people. So I'm like, why do they matter in the slightest? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you know, like, but yeah, that was the point before I was talking about, like, how meditation, like, it like calms you down. It like keeps you more focused. Like, like, for example, when you go into a wrestling match, when you stay focused, when you're composed and you're in your full mindset, you can use your full inner strength. Some people like to listen to music and stuff like that before the matches. It helps me out a lot. For me, it messes up my mind and stuff like that. Like, if I listen to music before I lift it, so like while I'm lifting, like before I like do my set, I'll do terrible in the set because like get messed up. Sometimes I do decent, but yeah, I don't really do amazing most of the time. And yeah, that's how meditation helped. It helped me calm to my day to day life. It improves my day to day life. Like, it makes my day more fun, you know. Because when I meditate, I have that less urge to listen to music. It gives you it doesn't give you quick dopamine. It gives you long term dopamine. Like, you don't get the dopamine while you're doing it, but like after you do it, you feel amazing. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, you feel amazing, and then like afterwards, like it's just like calms you after the whole day, like makes your day more fun. Like afterwards, like if you like sit down in your room and just meditate for like 5 minutes, I mean you sit there after, you feel amazing. But if you listen to music for like 10 minutes and then sit in your room after, you feel like terrible. I feel terrible at least whenever I do that. So yeah, it's hard to get your mindset in that, but that really builds your discipline as well. Telling yourself that, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna meditate even when you don't want to. I would meditate like 5 minutes before this right now, and I feel amazing right now while doing this. You know, happy another day. Just look, it's the sun's out right now. Look at this view. Like, I mean, you can't really see it, but this person is so mad at me behind me. I keep doing this hand stuff and stuff like that. I don't know why. I don't really care too much. Why is there so much? Like, generally, I'm in a nice area. Like, my house is in a nice area, so like I'm around like everything really, like everything in this area. Like, and it's a good area to live in. I'm not gonna. I lived in a better area before, but it's still nice. You know, look at this right now. A lot of people don't understand this. Like, there's trees here, there's sun, there's leaves, there's like, it's an amazing view and everything. A lot of people don't understand how rare this. Imagine being like in a third world country, and, you know, like you barely have clean water, you barely have anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, having all this is amazing. You know, I'm like so grateful for like all this, and I feel like sometimes, you know, being on social media for too long, you feel alone. You know what I'm saying? Because you get all this fake connection. So when you lose that fake connection, let's say for example, your friends, like the people that you think are friends with you online, they're viewing all your stories, you're viewing all their stories and stuff like that, and you feel like you built this connection. I mean, you didn't. If they stop viewing your story, you're gonna feel more upset. You're gonna feel like you lost that connection, but you never even had it in the first place. It was just online. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's also something that makes the thing evil. But another thing I'm thinking about was like, you know, like this cold air and everything. Like, it makes me want to get up more early. You know, like every single time you get more cold, like when you put the cold water in, you get that more dope. You get that more like, you know, focused mindset. Like after you're done with the cold shower, you feel like locked in and everything. And you know, the cold weather as well. Like, that makes me feel like that as well. So the thing is with that is I'm just trying to see how this road's going right now. It's a little weird, this road. But the thing is with that is that a lot of the people, you know, they'll start talking about winter arc, you know, the winter arc, when they're locked in the winter arc. And you know what? It does make some sense. I'll be honest. Usually I'm like, that's stupid. I'm locked in for like 365 days of the year. But you know, this year, good stop. I don't care if this dude gets mad at me at this point. I'm not gonna ever see this dude after like 5 minutes. So yeah, a lot of people be talking about, you know, winter arc. Like, you know, I'm locked in for this time, but like, what were you doing for the rest of the year? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the New Year's resolution, guys. You know, you can't just like like if you're gonna do the New Year's resolution thing, I feel like you should do it like a month earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I get it. Like people are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna change my life right now. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a new year, new me. You know what I'm saying? Like 2020. Let's say it's 2026 now, coming up in 2 months, actually, less than 2 months. So I feel like the reason why a lot of people say that is because, you know, a lot of people like the whole years, like they like think back when they look back on the memories, like they think back on the years. They don't think back on like the, you know, it's a year this and year that and year that. You know what I'm saying? Like no one ever thinks of like, I don't really know. Like maybe some people measure their like their years, their memories and stuff like that throughout the school year. So they'll be like, the first semester will be like their one period of their life and stuff like that. So the next semester, like, oh yeah, new semester, new me. And then like some people will be like, new year, new me. You know what I'm saying? Like some people measure their time by the years, and some people measure their times by like their I don't really know, maybe their work period, whatever it is. You know, a lot of people measure their time differently. So I feel like that's where a lot of people get that new year, new me thing, which sort of makes sense. You're not the same person every single semester. You know, last semester I was a different person than what I am now. But the thing is though, like it doesn't work. Like you got, I feel like you should start a month earlier or 2 months earlier. Like I've started way earlier. Like, you know, with the whole 4 accounts sign, you know, that's something that New Year's resolution guy would do. They would start making 4 accounts, 4 new accounts, and start posting all content on all 4 accounts. You know, some short burst motivation guy would do that. But for me, I'm not any of that stuff right now. I'm really focused. I really want it. I don't care about the end goal or results. I love the process. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I feel a little tired right now and everything like that. But the thing is, though, the reason why for me it feels like more like a winter arc again compared to before. Like last year, I was doing this since like June time. I was going at it every single day. But the reason why this year feels more like a winter arc is I feel like almost recovered now. You know what I'm saying? Like back like in last like April, March, you know, June, July, I was suffering with injuries all year round. So having this period now where I'm almost better now, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like fully, like the cold air is back and everything like that. You know, I'm feeling that winter arc that, you know, people are talking about. I didn't understand it before because I've always been locked in. You know, the thing with the winter arc guys is these winter arc guys, some of them are like dudes that like party all year round, drink, smoke, do all this type of stuff. But when the winter arc comes around, they'll all of a sudden be like these locked in guys who, like, you know, are talking about discipline and everything like that. Meanwhile, they've been drinking, they've been doing all these type of stuff for like the last like 9 months of the year. But like just because some cold air is around now and the time change, all of a sudden it's winter arc. That's also another thing with the winter arc thing. Maybe it's because the night changing now, like the night's earlier now, so now the times change. So what do you call it? Where like for example, when I left class the other day at 5 o'clock in the morning, it was really dark outside. You know, it's like, and maybe this is where a lot of guys go to the gym, like go to the gym after like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I don't really know what time people go to the gym. I like to go early in the morning, or like recently I go in the afternoon a bit, like 12 o'clock, like early afternoon, like 12, 1 o'clock, because I do not want to hit that 5 o'clock period. Oh my god, I've never went to the gym in my life after 5 p.m. in my life. I don't think I've ever been to the gym after 5 p.m. But I've heard stuff about it. I went to the gym one time, like a couple of times when it was 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. and that was awful as well. That was like the whole gym, everything was packed. No, I think I went to the gym one time in my life at 5 p.m. and I had to do split squats on the bench press. Because all the benches, everything was taken. That was the only thing that wasn't taken. This is back when I was heavy into the split squat thing. I was in my split squat phase. So I am used to do that with the bench press. You know, the bench bench that's there for the bench press. I used to grab the dumbbells. I used to bring it over there and do it there for that one day when I was there. Because I'll never forget that. I still remember that day. So I just remember that right now. I mean, why am I saying I always remember? I just remembered it like 5-10 seconds ago. But yeah, really, this year overall hasn't been the greatest year in my life. So for me, I can understand why some people say New Year, New Me if their year has gone the way my year's going. With my whole injury and everything. My injury started right off at the start of the year, and the whole year has just been injury, this, and the whole year I don't have too much memories because all I've done this entire year is done the same thing, which is stay at home and produce content. I've been posting content since about late April time, so I had some memories before April, and I feel like that's maybe the downsides of content as well. I had a lot of memories during the April period, and then after April I have no memories. I don't have a lot of memories. I can't really remember my year. I remember the period where I was able to go to practice for a bit, and like the time when my elbow got better, but to be honest, I don't remember too much of the year. And I feel like the reason why is because you don't do anything throughout the whole year. So, but for me, my memories of the year is basically my content. How my content was going in April time. I was posting the on-screen clips, so like the on-screen captions and just the music behind that. Then in May time, I was doing the same. June, I was doing the same thing. I think I was doing more. I think I was only doing 3x a day then. Then I remember seeing this video where it's like post. No, that in July. I decided to start posting the in-person, like the my actual transformation, everything like that, and showing my in-person thing, like not in person, but just my voice. I think a little bit. That's what I was doing in July time. So I started that in July. I added my name there afterwards and added my profile picture. So some dudes that search up my name and stuff like that saw my profile. Only like 5 or 6 of them of my actual like people that I consider my friends, actually like followed and liked a couple of my posts, which was cool. Some of them start off liking all my posts, but then I was posting 20 times a day, so no one was doing that. If I muted my posts, which is fair, I would do the same thing. I mean, I had some dude as well unfollow me, but it's cool because he doesn't follow a lot of people, so he has like it's like back then he followed a lot more, but now he doesn't really follow anybody, so he unfollowed a lot of people. Not me though, he had me, so because we were boys, but yeah, he did like a couple of my posts even recently, but and that meant that, like I'm saying, like just the little things like means a lot to somebody that's really working hard and not seeing any progress right now. Which a lot of people quit here, but I don't really care right now. I'm just going after, and a lot of people would say this like, oh, I had the discipline, I had the drive and everything like that, but like not a lot of people like actually like do this type of stuff. Like not a lot of people actually like had the drive. And people say, oh, you need to be disciplined, you need to be driven, you need to be all this, but no one actually shows the moments when they actually were doing that. You can see my live moments. You can see literally everything. You can see my worst time in my college career right now. You can see me failing my midterm. You can see me having my health issues, missing so much school, barely even being able to practice right now. Only showed up to one practice, and it's in November. Literally, the first tournament started last week, and I went to one practice. I've been lifting. You can see everything really, and hopefully, it gives you a real view of everything. A lot of people, college athletes, they'll show you the good sides. They'll show you everything good, because no one wants to see the bad side. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, because like if you show the bad side, it like lowers your image. Then you look worse. For me, I don't care about image. I'm doing all this. I like a lot of people in the beginning, like a lot of the high athletes, they'll maybe buy their like followers like on their separate account and stuff like that. A lot of people won't even start a content account, but if they do, they'll buy a lot of their followers and engagement. So then other people won't judge them as much. I didn't care. All my engagement was natural back then. I had a video really early on pop up at 18K views, and that looks sick. But nowadays, I had 8K, 18K views, 9K views, and 7K views. I pinned those reels on my thing, so everyone saw that and like, oh yeah, it's popping off. But then the thing is, no, in July I saw a reel. It said this dude was talking about, oh, speed always wins, and how he started posting 6 times a day. So I started doing that, I started seeing less engagement, but not too much. Maybe killed my audience out a little bit posting 6 times a day. The issue was with the 6 times a day was that's the time I started doing the alt. I started using my alt accounts to engage with the content, and when I did that, that's when my account like kind of died for a bit. Like I was barely getting 18 views, like in the first hour. Then I'd always up it. It'll go up to 200 views, but yeah, it kind of sucked that period. Not having the views. At that point, I just felt like I was like posting and no one was ever getting to my content. So that period sucked. Yeah, it messed me up for a little bit because I was like, now I felt even more alone. Now I'm posting every single day and no one's even getting this. I don't know what's up with the TikTok. Maybe as well on TikTok, maybe posting 6 times a day on all platforms wasn't the best idea. I'm not too sure exactly what happened there. But yeah, then September, I started posting 20 times a day. I was like really focused on really growing the account as much as possible so I can really, use the account to maybe get like more interest in other colleges through that account. Then July time, and then in October time, it was all about October time. It was still about October's last month now. So in the beginning, I was still posting 20 times a day, but then I think like halfway through the month, or maybe a quarter, like maybe in the 6th or something like that. I'm not too sure exactly what day it was when I realized posting 20 times a day wasn't a good idea. So I stopped doing that now. Maybe it's a month ago. Maybe it was September, end of September. I'm not too sure exactly when it was, but yeah, I stopped posting 20 times a day, and now I post only 1 time, 2 times a day. But I made more accounts, so now I post on there. I post other stuff on there. Every single day on my other accounts is different content. So yeah, right now I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'll let you know exactly what's going on. So I just came back. I was actually filming a couple of my videos and stuff like that. It took them a while, actually, longer than I anticipated. So, and that's probably going to be the case from now on. It's probably going to take way longer because a lot of effort into the videos. So it's probably going to take like let me think. How long did that take? Because I left at, I don't remember what time I left. Maybe it took like 50 minutes to record all those videos, which isn't too bad. I recorded 3 days worth of videos, so a lot of people record, like week of the videos at a time. But for me, I try to record it to my full best ability. I feel like if I were to record like a week or something like that, I would lose like the same, oh my god, why was I waiting for so long? I would lose that same, that same like fire and everything. Like I wouldn't have the same humor and everything towards the start of it, towards like if I like went longer. But I feel like when I go throughout the time, like when I'm like 10 minutes in, or like after like 5 recordings, I feel like I'm much better. Then you can see my sleeves get a lot hotter, so now I'm gonna put it up. I've been sitting in this car for the last like hour, basically. So yeah, it's a little weird seeing some guy. I found a perfect spot to record the videos and stuff like that. Like I've had a perfect area I can like leave and like just record the videos and stuff like that. But having my car alone and everything like that, it's the only spot I can really find that's like a lonely spot in my area, really, that I know about. Probably like tons of areas, but yeah, there's a couple cars that pass by, but no one really parks or really goes where I'm at. So yeah, it's a good place to record and stuff like that, and I can get a couple of videos in. Great way to start my morning. I would sometimes do it after. Maybe I'm gonna record it daily now, so I'm probably gonna not wait till like after the 3 days is over. Because what happened was, just yesterday I went to edit my videos, and I'm like, wait, I didn't record my videos, and I'm like, I recorded after class, but after class I was upset over the midterm. So now I'm not upset. I don't care. To be honest, it is what it is. Can't go back in time. Let's be brutally honest. This class was, just like how college is. College is meant for the favorites. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a little bad mentality to have. Like, you can have that same mentality for college sports as well, being like, oh yeah, only the favorites win. You know what I'm saying? Which is true a lot. A lot of times, people that are the favorites that have the close connections usually do win. But the reason why my story is better because I'm the exception. I'm the one who didn't have the good story. I didn't have the good come up story. I had the rough come up story. I'm the one who started wrestling late. I have 0 connections into the sport. I didn't even have my own coaches like rooting for me or like vouching for me, saying like, oh yeah, he's this, or he's disciplined, he's talented, he's whatever. They stayed quiet. They didn't say a word. Right? No one even reached out to my coaches, and I never put my coach on any of the papers or anything like that because I knew they wouldn't back me or anything like that. So it's good to see me, but at the same time, like I noticed that in this class that because I'm not seeing, it's more like a religion class, and because I'm not more like I don't know really. It's like it's really focused on religion and everything like that. And like one time they were asking me like oh, do you even practice this religion? Because you're so bad in this class. And I'm like, like sure, I don't know all the studies and everything like that, but at the same time, like I've never drank, smoked, done any of that stuff in my life. I've never even never cursed in my life. I've never one time in my life ever cursed. I don't do any of that type of stuff. So sure, I might not know the studies, this person back in 3,000 years ago maybe, or it wasn't it was like I don't know really. I might not know everything, but I'm just being the best person I possibly can. It's like weird, having that question asked me, it threw me off. Like I don't think it was meant in a mean way per se, but because I don't really like it's like it's like I don't know really. I just try to be the best person I possibly can be, and sometimes like doing that type of stuff as well, smiling after the exam. I mean, I didn't really mind. He probably didn't mean it in a mean way, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was probably like, yeah, like, you failed. Like, you failed because you deserved it. You didn't show up the class for so long, but my whole situation. That's the reason why. This is the thing as well, you can't be mean to people all the time. Like, you never know what somebody's dealing with and going through. You can see right now with my health issues, like, everything going wrong with me right now. But, no one understands that. In the other people's eyes, they see me as lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like there are some people in in my class that maybe that one person knows me and saw that I was an athlete and everything, doing all well, and now seeing me, I'm transferred here, maybe thinking that I'm not doing the sport here or something like that because I haven't shown up to practice. Maybe, I don't know really, but not seeing me come to class for so long, maybe he's thinking in his head like, oh, this kid's lazy. He's not disciplined anymore. He's probably burned out. He's like lazy. He's not as disciplined as me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the truth is, you don't really know what another person's dealing with. At the same time, I'm not making excuses. I'm not saying it's okay to be this lazy. I'm saying that you can't call somebody. You can't say, oh yeah, that kid's stupid. He's lazy. I'm better than him just because you don't know his situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, it's good that you can see it from me. Like I'm dealing with it and I'm showing everything. Like most people would probably quit by now, and just in general, I'm getting no views on these videos right now, so that sucks. And I'm still recording all this, even when most people wouldn't even record this, regardless if they're getting views or not. The reason why is I literally have no care in the world about what another person would think about me. Like, in terms of like, oh, like people see me as weak after this, I do not care in the slightest. You know what I'm saying? I know that this would everything I do is I'm making all this because I know it benefit me. Everything I do, if I'm doing something that I know is not gonna if it's not something that I would watch, like if something that I needed back then, if I'm making content that's not targeted for like that's something that I would wish I had back in the day, I'm not making that because it's not something that's authentic. It's not something that like I actually want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I do is because like I feel like I wish I had it before. And this is the thing as well. Same thing with the thing that where no one knows you don't know what another person's going through. It's also good to be kind. I had an interaction a second ago where some lady just let me go in front of her. And just because I was buying like one thing and she had a bunch of stuff, she let me go in front of her. And like we were both walking to the thing at the same time, and she walked ahead of me. Like she was a little ahead of me, and so she got there first. And she saw me, and she let me go ahead. And just that small act of kindness, like it made my day so much better. You know what I'm saying? Like it like genuinely made me so much more happier. And like when I was talking to them, when I was talking to the register, like the person at the register, I was like more like confident and more happy because that small act of kindness. If that didn't happen, I would have been quiet. She said good morning to me, and I like said it loudly, and like good morning, like in a happy way, and like in a nice way, like in a good way. You know, good morning. I'm like how's everything? Like I was talking, like saying how is everything going out there like that, because I was more confident, I was more happy because of that small act of kindness. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the person who did it. I'm not the one who did the act of kindness at the time. I was the one who received it, and you could see on the receiving end as well, like how much that actually made me feel better. And this is why it's so important to just do those small act of kindnesses, because it goes such a long way. Especially, let's say for example in school as well, you see the kid who doesn't really talk to anybody, and you know maybe you're thinking, oh, he's just quiet, he's actually enjoying it. But deep down, I know what it's like to be that quiet kid. You know, not talk to everyone, be overweight, like, you know, have literally no one to talk to. In just a small interaction, someone just saying hi, someone saying, oh, you're on one time a girl like said to me, I rolled the ball nice when I rolled the ball back to her, and that I should consider playing bowling. I've never forgot that compliment. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like just a small act of kindness. You know, never forgot it to this day. That compliment. You know, even though I don't even know exactly what was them. Didn't really make too much sense. Just a small act of kindness. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it just certainly meant a lot. You know, one time as well, one girl as well told me after we were done running, I think in 7th grade. This is back when I wasn't too overweight, so I was actually, this is right before I started that overweight thing. Because it was, the thing is, I moved to a new school, so in that school I think I gained weight there, because we were in my new area, there wasn't like a place to play outside, so I started going outside less and less, and that's why I started gaining more weight. Because when I was at my old place, I used to go out so much, but then I like go out in my backyard, because I had a huge backyard. But in my new area, I didn't have anything like that, and there was a grocery store, like like a grocery store type of thing, like 1 minute away from my house. So I used to go there all the time. Back in my old place, we didn't even have anything around there. Like, it was like barely anything. There's like McDonald's like 5 minutes away from my house now. In my old place, it was like 40 minutes away. So like the closest restaurant. So the thing was, one time a girl came up to me after we were done running, and she like told me like good job, like, and everything, like nice work. Like I think I did the fastest actually, but or second one the fastest. But yeah, just saying that nice work or whatever she said. I don't remember exactly what she said, or like you did great or whatever it was. I still never forgot that compliment to this day. Even that's when I still had more friends back then. Still, I never forgot that compliment to this day. You know what I'm saying? Just a small act of kindness or whatever, like, you know, holding the door for somebody. I remember like yesterday, some guy, like, he was like maybe a little bit ahead of me, like way ahead of me, like maybe like just a little more ahead of me, to the point where he didn't have to hold the door, but he held the door specifically for me, and that small act of kindness made my day. You know, especially when I was having that rough day with my midterm and everything like that, it made me feel better. And just these small acts of kindnesses really go a long way. And, you know, just in general, it's something that, like, you don't understand, because maybe, like, as well, like, when you do a small act of kindnesses, they don't show any, like, they might not show the full emotion, so you're like, oh, what was even the point? Did I even do anything? It's just another thing that bothered them. Of course, there's some people who's like if you do an act of kindness, they'll have egos and they'll be like, oh, why is this person doing this? Oh, does this person want me or something like that? Like, does this person want to like have a relationship with me? Those people don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you like look at somebody for like an extra, like for a second, for example, they'll all of a sudden think, oh, that's where this person likes me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my god, like I'm that guy. Like, why is this person looking me out? And it's like shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not that important. You know what I'm saying? 8 billion people in the world. Like, it doesn't matter if you're like, let's say for example, the prettiest person, like the most beautiful person in your town. There's over 8 billion people in the world. There's gonna be at least hundreds of like tens of thousands of people that look better than you in other areas. You know what I'm saying? Like, looks do not matter. If there's over like hundreds of thousands of people that look good, you know what I'm saying? Like personality, showing acts of kindness, you know, improving day-to-day life, you know, because you could be a good like a beautiful person and just like be a terrible person, and it's like at that point what matters? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, rather date date somebody that looks like not that amazing, but has an amazing personality, has an amazing drive, is the best person. Then someone that looks amazing, but is just like an awful person. That type of stuff isn't really worth it. So yeah, for me, that's really what matters to me more. Like just acts of kindness, and I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying. It really made my day. Like this whole day now, I'm probably gonna be smiling. It's the start of the day. It's 10 a.m. right now. You know what I'm saying? But I still got a long way to go throughout this whole day, and I'm gonna be smiling and happy all day because it's one small act of kindness. And as well, like back then, like at the lunchroom, I sat alone, but back then we had a desk. It was during the COVID time, so we actually had a desk. Like they didn't allow us to sit at like cafeteria tables. So what we ended up doing was we had ladies' desks that we used to sit on, and yeah, like the only good part about that was for me was like I had my own area, and you had a back support, so that was good as well. And yeah, I didn't feel completely alone, but still, like, I didn't talk to anybody, so like if I had one interaction, I felt amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like a small act of kindness. Someone saying one day, "Oh, your shoes look nice." These small acts of kindnesses, you know what I'm saying? Like go a crazy way. Yeah, something just hit me hard. My God. But at the same time, you want to be like, yeah, something just hit me hard. Someone did an act of kindness for me a long time ago, and yeah, things didn't exactly go well for the whole thing. I lost a friend there, and the thing was, sure, everyone sees you like a lot of people say like kill him with just such. You know what I'm saying? Like no revenge or anything like that. I never ever like went up and was friends with any of the people that just like kill him with revenge. Really, you know what I'm saying? Kill him with success. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. But at the same time, it wasn't like that. It was like someone did an act of kindness. Someone was so kind to me and everything like that, and I exactly didn't do the exact thing. It was like it's like whole messed up. But like the thing was just thinking about all that type of stuff. It's just thinking about how far I really came. It's just rough. You know what I'm saying? Like you think about your start point. It's cool like to have the whole weight loss story, your whole childhood story, your whole everything story, your whole come up story, everything like that. It's cool and all that stuff, but like you really think like deeper, and you're really thinking like who's my actual real friend. You know what I'm saying? Like this is back when I'm saying my other point. Like I don't have an actual real friend. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like everyone, that's like the thing that like I was feeling like maybe they're being friends with me just because they felt bad for me back then when I was a boy, and now I'm thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm like, why didn't I even think about that till now? I'm like, that's why they were all friends with me, not because they like me. No, but I was friends with them before, so that whole thing doesn't make too much sense. But I don't know really. I'm just really out of it. I feel like I don't really know. To be honest, this thing kind of hit me hard a little bit. Just thinking about I just don't feel like sometimes like I'm a good person anymore. Not like good person, but like compared to like my old self, like a couple years ago. I felt like I was a lot more kinder and nicer before I started wrestling and everything like that. And before all that stuff happened, I feel like that one day really changed everything and really, which a lot of people would go down even a worse path. You know what I'm saying? Sure, I'm not like I used to be like, that really sweet, kind, nice kid, soft spoken, person that never would hurt anybody. Used to cry every single time there was a fight in school, which I still get upset about if there's a fight anymore. But you know, I was just a really nice person back then, but things happened, you know, and yeah, like I fought past it, and I'm here right now, my best self. Sure, not exactly who I was before, but if I was who I was before, then you know I wouldn't like be where I'm at, and I would like I had those things happen because I was the person who I was before. So you know, like it wouldn't happen to me now if I was the person who I am now. But it just makes you think like I used to be such a you can't really look back too much actually and think about all that type of stuff because I just try to do the best I possibly can, to be honest, and you know. You can see my live actual emotions, everything like that. I've never really thought about this too much or anything like that, but it's so all of a sudden everything starts clicking while I was talking. So I feel like as well, this is why it's such a good thing for me to just talk in general. It gives away my thoughts and everything, and I can actually talk about it clearly and everything like that. You know, talking about your issues. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just happy though, just to be here. You know, to be in the current situation I'm in, even though it sucks, I'm still a college wrestler. I still competed last year. If I didn't compete last year and this is my first year, I couldn't call myself a college wrestler really because of everything that's going on. But yeah, I competed last year. Seen as someone with high lift numbers, someone that's seen is gonna be someone good. So I think has a lot of years left of wrestling in college, and you know I deal with that fear of sports injuries. I read the article and stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, you know, this stuff maybe might not be worth it. But at the same time as well, I was like, I have that fear, you know, as well now after coming back from knee injuries and stuff like that as well. I have like a little bit of fear right now of shooting on my leg and stuff like that. So, gotta overcome that. I don't really see how everything goes, you know, overall. But yeah, just happy to be here. Just improve myself every single day. Gotta edit some videos, you know, really just and set up a new path for me, really. You know, who I was in the past doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was who I was in the past right now, I would have got too comfortable by now, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, think about it, like, I had a ton of friends back then, so I'm like, maybe I've been a lot more social. Maybe I'll be going out a lot more, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go out after that whole thing happened. I just stopped even chasing anybody, to be honest, any friends or anything. Like, I stopped talking to anybody. Like, stop chasing friendships, you know what I'm saying?